We all are at a stage where we want to win in life. We want to be the toppers of the class so that others admire us. We want to be the richest in the group. We want to be the strongest with the sexiest bodies, not for the girls, but for our bros to respect us. We want to have all the knowledge in the world so that when we talk to someone, they listen to us with pin drop silence. In short, we want to be the most powerful guy in every aspect of life. But then you come back to the real world, you look at yourself and you feel bad that you are just one more mediocre guy that no one gives a shit about. People don't respect you. People don't care about you. In fact, people make fun of you. Now, if you are someone who can relate to this, don't worry, because this year, 2024, is for you to win yourself before you win the world. So without wasting any more time, go get a pen and a piece of paper because we are going to make 2024 the best year of your life. The first thing that I want to talk about is more like a habit that I want you to adapt. The habit to read, learn and know about things. I want you to build a hunger for knowledge. We will talk about some of the books and podcast recommendations in a while, but then the actual problem is, most of the time people just say that they want to be the toppers of the class, but they don't even know about the best study techniques. They want to build muscle, but they don't even know shit about diet and nutrition. They want to make friends, but then they talk like an assholes that people hate. So obviously they end up failing in every single thing that they start. So whatever the speed of life that you want to grow in this year, start reading books about it. Start listening to podcasts about it. Start talking to people who are like better than you in that field. And this will give you a huge leverage in succeeding in that field. And most of you who are watching this video with the students who have motivation wala problems, productivity wala problems, discipline wala problems, not being able to start something wala problems, consistency wala problems, and all of these things. So here are the 12 best book recommendations for the next 12 months which can help you grow in these things. And whatever you are free or bored, start listening to podcast which I am showing on the screen right now. Because looking back in time, I now realize that the day when I started listening to podcast, reading books, I actually started to see some real world visible changes in my day-to-day life. I was making better decisions. I started getting more productive. I started waking up in the morning and going to gym regularly. And my life has become much more better. And someone said, motivation is like food. And if you can be self-driven, then you can take help. Got it? Now, the second one on the list can be considered as one of the most important things in the list. This thing gives you a direction for your days, weeks, months, and even the entire year. And that is having a yearly tracker. So basically, whenever the year starts, I usually have 3 to 4 goals for the year. And I usually give 3 to 4 months of time for each of these. Now I break them down to what I have to do in a certain month, and then further break it down to what I have to do in a certain week, and then further break it down to what I have to do in a specific day. I mean, you don't need to have like an entire 365 days plan, but at least like a list of things that you want to do this year. A list of big goals. And at the start of every month, have an overview about what you are going to do in that month. And at the start of every single week, have an overview about what you are going to do in that week. And before you hit the bed every single day, make the plan for the next day. This is a killer technique to get the most of your life. Because how you spend your days is how you spend your week. And how you spend your week is how you spend your months. How you spend your months is how you spend your years. And how you spend your years is how you spend your life. So don't waste time. Write it down. What are your goals for this year? What are you looking at? Pause the video right now. Write it down. Chalo, I really care about your time. So let's try to finish the next 3 points quickly. The fourth principle that I want to talk about is the saddest reality of life. A tree needs to shed its leaf for the spring season to arrive. You need to shut down all the habits, the choices, and most importantly, all the friends that you have and who don't align with your current goals. Just cut down, or at least try to limit the time that you are spending with all the people in your life who are not supportive, who are these energy suckers, who are like demotivating you, who keep on doubting you, and who keep on saying you that you can't do it. And try to get into groups of people who properly align with your goals. In this way, you will be able to make the most meaningful friendships of your life. Write this down. You are the average of 5 people you spend most of your time with, and having no one is much better than having some people in your life who kind of discourage you. Come on, make a list of everyone who is there in your life right now and cut down every single person who is bad for you and for your goals. It might suck, but it's okay. You need to prove this fucker that you can do it and you will do it. Now comes the fifth one on the list, which is not a principle, but more like a mindset shift. How many of you agree to this statement? Like most of the people don't grow because they don't respect themselves in the first place. You need to respect your time. You need to respect your emotions. You need to respect your energy that you are spending on something. Basically, you need to make yourself the center of the world. You are the center of thoughts. Because you can't expect everyone else to fall in love with you if you don't love yourself enough. You need to be your own best friend. You need to do whatever it takes to prioritize yourself and over everything else in your life. And this will also make it easier for you to say no to people. And learning the skill of saying no is one of the best advice that I've received in my life. Got it? And last but not the least, the sixth one is more like a framework to keep you in the right mindset and also to keep you moving in the right direction for the rest of the year. And this is something that I'm planning to regularize in my life going forward this year, 2024. And this is called the Double Fourth Protocol. 40 minutes of work right after I wake up and 40 minutes of exercise every single day for the 6 days of the week. I'm not even gonna explain you what are the benefits of this because you already know about it, which is to do because we are lazy as fuck, but not anymore. We need to change this year. And I'm gonna end this video by telling you that I'm literally not the smartest one. I'm not the most talented one. I'm not even the most hardworking one. But I am someone who has decided to change things for himself and who has adapted these 6 principles in his life for the last 3 months. And guess what? My life has actually changed for better. I didn't want to end up being a mediocre. I don't want to end up being a mediocre. And yes, I'm not perfect, yet I'm still trying. And I want every single person who is watching this video to try their best to change their lives this year. And I'm telling you, you can do it and you will do it. Do it a couple of days because days will turn into weeks and weeks will turn into months. It's all about just gaining that initial momentum. Once you gain it, no one will be able to stop you. Follow these 6 simple principles for the rest of the year 2024 and you will be a completely new person by the time you come back next year. Got it? Take care, okay? And that being said, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Give it a microphone, I make the microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.